I like to tell them that someone gave, I received, therefore I give.
It's important that we understand and to convey that to the religious community, that we can feel comfortable, or the members can feel comfortable about sharing and talking about organ donation.
We as a faith community need to step up. We need to make people comfortable, whatever it takes for us to be a servant, to bring this to them from the faith point of view. We need to do it.
The Bible said we perish for lack of knowledge. Not only do we perish for lack of knowledge, others perish sometimes for our lack of knowledge.
Paul speaks in Philippians. He reminds us that Paul was coming to the end of his journey, and he makes the argument to live is Christ, but to die is gain. But I think the message is still clear here that if we donate, we also live a legacy for others to come behind us.
We can help one another. We can have the conversation at the table and talk about giving the gift of life.
I know that I'm gonna leave this world one day, and I want someone else to benefit from it.
My faith as a minister, I'm able to tell people what has happened to me, what leaning on my faith has done for me, and how it has gone forth. A lot of times people get caught up in what they hear, and they never stop to think of what is actually true.
When this body, this shell must be deposited in the ground, if those organs can be a blessing to somebody, you make their lives, and not only that person, but their family is blessed by that organ donation.
But I also have heard patients say, well, if I'm an organ donor, they're not gonna do everything to save me. That is an absolute myth.
The myth is not real. The doctors and the nurses made an oath in the hospital. No harm done.
Their first thought is to save your life. We need to let them know that nobody is out there trying to take from you anything that you are able to use right now. If God can give His only begotten Son that we could have life, certainly when we are finished with this body and we're no longer using it, and we can leave a legacy to make possibly 8 people, save 8 people's life and make 75 plus people's quality of life better, I would refer to that scripture.
Giving, becoming a donor, it not only affects you, but it affects the person that is receiving it, it affects their family, it affects the next generation. And all of it happens because of your thoughtfulness, your progressive thinking, that what I've done today will make a difference in somebody else's life.
So if you ever want to give anything in life, give your heart. When I say give your heart, I'm talking about making that decision to register.
But if you register and then have the talk with your family, you've taken that pressure off of them. And having the talk is as important as registering.
We're looking after our other brothers or sisters. Long after we leave, they are still being taken care of. They're still being loved. And we show that love, not when we die, but we show that love while we're still living.
And that when God placed us on earth, He placed us to be a blessing to others. And what better way to be a blessing than to give and save a life?
That's the greatest legacy that we can ever leave behind. Not fame and fortune, but the life. We all are here for a purpose. And someone is waiting on you to make that decision that I will become a donor.